Alright, quick update on Shiba Inu. So Shiba Inu and a lot of the other dog coins, Dogecoin included, are not showing too much strength right now. So specifically for Shiba Inu, in the past few days, the past few videos, I have been predicting that we would be breaking down as we are below the 0.618 on this micro move here. We failed the bull flag. That was a very nice bull flag. We then broke below the 618, at which point I did flip bearish and said, in my opinion, we would be back testing the lows. The lows specifically being, this kind of general red box, because we do have a plethora of lows, kind of around here, and we also do have lows down here. So anywhere in this red box really is where I said I'd expect us to be going. You can see that since the last video I made for this coin, we did actually go down into this red box. So, what I said basically did come into fruition. I think I made this on the 20th of February. I said once we do break down below the 618, I do think that we're going to fall off the table. So far we've hit the conservative price target, so I wouldn't necessarily quibble about us coming down, a little bit further down to here. Nonetheless, it is still very likely while we are below the 618 in the macro term. So we have retested it today and it was a rejection. We have now got a red doji candle which shows indecision. So, the number one thing I'd be looking for if I was going to get out of bed for this coin, I would like to see us re-break above the 618. I would then like to see us re-break above the 200-day moving average, which would be somewhere around about 2818, at which point I would have a lot more confidence that we would be starting to go up at that point. Until we do start breaking, this market structure, in my opinion, this coin is bearish in the short term. If we do zoom out to the long term as well, you can see, we've disrespected every fib. I mean, I can now remove this fib because we've broken below the 236, so we have invalidated this fib. There is no macro fib where we can look at for potential price levels, simply because we've literally just broken below everything on there. So I mean, we could take this from here to here, get a new trend line, and you could see we are actually nicely sitting on the 786 right now, which we technically have invalidated as well because we did break very much below that 786. But in the short term, in the very short term, we are above the 786 of this move. So what I'd like to see is holding the 786 at least in the next few days. I think if we do break back below 2443, then we would be falling through the table. If we do look at this doji candle right now, I mean, this is the power of technical analysis. I mean, we've just drawn this line and you can see, we've perfectly touched the 618 and we've perfectly come down and touched the 786. We are currently, stuck between these two converging, these two horizontal Fibonacci levels. In my opinion, in the short term, a bullish or bearish decision has not been made, so I am still sitting neutral on this coin. I am leaning more towards the bearish side simply because we are below the 618, and obviously the macro 618 here we are below. Do bear in mind this coin is extremely euphoric, so when it does pump, it goes on an absolute tear. So I don't think it would be too bad waiting for a big pump above the 200-day moving average. If we did pump above the 200-day moving average, something like this, I would have so much more confidence around this level than I do down here. So in the short term, I am sitting on the sidelines. On the weekly time frame, the Bitcoin dominance is above the 200-day moving average. We do have a small wick below it right now, but as long as we don't close a weekly candle below this, I am currently bearish on altcoins priced against Bitcoin. So for me personally, my own trading plan is to sit on the sidelines, hold my Bitcoin, and look for cheaper price targets where I can accumulate these altcoins for cheap against Bitcoin. If that doesn't happen, fair enough, I would switch my stance, like I said, once we do break above the 200-day, and at which point personally I wouldn't long this coin, just because for me, I'm more of a Dogelon fan than any other dog coin. I just think the risk-adjusted returns of Dogelon are much better than Shiba and Doge, simply because the market cap of Elon is like 500 million, maybe not even that. It's like a couple 100 million, really. I don't really check it too much, but it is dirt cheap. It has a lot of buying volume as well. It is traded by absolute degenerates as well. So I have no doubts that At some point, these dog coins probably will start ripping, but just looking at this from an unbiased and technical perspective, we are below the 618. We are below the 618 of this macro move here. So, you know, all in all, until we do at least get above the 200-day, which, like I said, comes in at, you know, 2.810, 2.8, then I personally am sitting on the sidelines for this coin. So I would like to see a break below 2447 before I do break micro bearish, and I would like to see a break above 2814 until I do get macro bullish. So that is all I see for Shiba Inu. Once again, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.